Hi everyone, Patricia Falchetta here from Social Living Solutions. I'm just popping on today. I've just got a couple of things that I would like to share with you this afternoon. I'd just like to share with you, I was just a couple of things to do with neurodivergent people, and particularly people on the autism spectrum. And this interesting myth or idea, if you like, that we have, that if people don't make eye contact with us when they're speaking, that it is actually impolite or that it's rude. And this is often an issue for neurodiverse people. People on the autism spectrum find it really, really difficult to have eye contact and maintain eye contact with people. And that's because maintaining eye contact with people actually makes them feel really, really stressed and really uncomfortable. And I was just reading a thing just a few minutes ago, which is what prompted me to come on here and speak now, is so part of that issue with, finding it really difficult to look people in the eye, the fact that they find it really stressful. So then in turn, of course, when they find it really stressful, it then makes more difficult for them to focus on the conversation with you. Is that also the other thing is that autistic people and neurodiverse people also experience sensory processing disorder. So I just read a little meme just before I popped on here, which said that if autistic people, neurodivergent people didn't have to put up with sensory issues and didn't have to put up, with, these issues such as looking at people in the eye and whatever, how much they would actually achieve. People on the autism spectrum, and that generally most of the time, and this is not a generalization, but I'm just saying, just generally, we know that many of them have a higher level of intellect and are in fact very, very intelligent. But the thing that stops them from succeeding, being successful, doing well in life, doing well at school, is all of the sensory issues and everything that they're having to cope with day to day. Could you imagine what it would be like for you if a certain smell, a smell as simple as maybe someone's perfume and that gave you a migraine headache, or was so repulsive to you that it made you feel like throwing up, or that noises in a restaurant, in a noisy restaurant, and you're sitting there and you're trying to focus on the person in front of you and listen to their conversation, but your hearing is so sensitive that you can hear the conversation right at the back end of the restaurant. You can hear the cutlery clattering, so then you can't focus on the person in front of you. Another example is some people are really sensitive to the labels on their clothing. Some can't wear jewelry. Some can't wear tight things around their neck. These are just all small examples that come to me off the top of my head of what it's like to have sensory processing disorder. Now imagine, and I should stop myself here and just mention to you that sensory processing disorder or sensory processing issues often go hand in hand with having autism or having ADHD, also can go hand in hand with having other neurodiverse conditions such as dyslexia, dyspraxia, dysgraphia, and the others that we know about, such as OCD or ODD. So just imagine that happening to you every day. So as it is, you're trying to cope with the outside world. You're trying to cope with all of this different sensory stimuli coming in. But that sensory stimuli coming in actually causes you pain, or actually causes you discomfort. Like real pain, real discomfort. So for example, a boy that I know, he would freeze going into a kid's birthday party, because if there were balloons in the room, he was so terrified that if one of those balloons would pop, it would cause him excruciating pain. Now imagine living a daily life like that. Balloons are relatively common. We do come across them quite a bit. The other issue for this young man is champagne cork bottles, same sort of thing. So if you're again in an adult party experience and people popping bottles of champagne, imagine that, they're popping bottles of champagne and there are balloons there because it's somebody's 50th, 70th, 30th, whatever. Imagine that. So you're already in that fight or flight stance, and then you're there trying to focus on people's conversation, what they're saying to you, trying to look them in the eye, you're trying to do all of the right things that our society says are polite and that we should do. So these are just some of the things that I want to make you aware of, that I wanted to come up and speak on about today. Just really trying, my mission, my vision, my goal is to for neurodiverse people to be valued and accepted and integrated as contributing members of society, for us to see their worth, for us to see their benefit, for us to see all of the good things that they bring to our lives, our workplaces, the many inventions, many of very famous people, a lot of really bright people that we know of, such as Albert Einstein and Thomas Edison, to name two, are now thought of, that it's known that they were probably on the autism spectrum. Anthony Hopkins is open about being on the autism spectrum. These are some creatives in our lives, some inventors. So we need these people, but we also need to support them. So what I'm wanting to talk about or bring to attention is, maybe as a society, we need to think about how we're going to support these people better. The statistics say that 1 in 54 people are on the autism spectrum and 1 in 10 have ADHD. However, there was a statistic that I just read recently that said that they believe that in the United States of America, that 1 in 7 people are neurodiverse. So when we're looking at those figures, we really need to think about maybe changing our workplaces to support these people better, changing our schools, education systems, all of these institutions, healthcare institutions, hospitals, healthcare staff need to be trained better, police, first responders, all of those people. So just to get you thinking about this, if you are watching this later and you enjoy it and you enjoy what I have to say, please put #replay in the comments so that I know that you've been on here and that you've been watching. Another thing that I would like to let you know about today is that I have a special offer at the moment for people that are interested in working with me, or would like to know about how I can help you, or how I can help your children. So what I'm doing is I'm offering a Zoom call that is $45 for 45 minutes. I'm calling it a Family Joy Support Session. And if you are on NDIS, you will be able to claim the session from NDIS. So for those of you that are on NDIS, it will cost you nothing. Otherwise, it's just $45 for 45 minutes, which is fantastic value. And what I will be doing in that Zoom session with you is going through a specific issue that you're experiencing, maybe something with your children, something in your family, something you yourself, and just going through that specific issue with you and helping you to work through it and come to better solutions, and just to give you some advice on that. So if you are interested, it's in the, and I'm pointing up because it's on the Book Now button or the Learn Now button at the top of my page. So just go on there and the link will take you straight to book on for one of these sessions with me. So, so I'm going to finish up this afternoon. I'd just like to thank Joe Holbrook, who's watching all the way from Hawaii in the USA, Bonnie Weston, who's watching, and Tracy. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye.